Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 138 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I'm doing all the mana things. Oh yes. So I've got 4 mana tablets, which is equivalent to 2 mana pools, because remember it's about half a mana tablet, or half a mana pool equals a tablet. So today's episode, I want to get the portal to Alfheim open, which should be a pretty straightforward process. We've done it, a few times before, so you guys are somewhat familiar with this, I assume. And you can see I'm just producing lots and lots of mana here. The automations that we set up last episode, perfect. Perfect. They are running beautifully. There is literally... I've not seen a problem with it yet. Now, of course, as soon as I say that, we're probably going to have a problem. But, so far, so good. As a quick reminder, what we want to get going is some Terra steel, right? So we're going to want the terrestrial agglomeration plate to get that cooking. Let's see, where's, mana manipulation. Which one of these shows you how to make the terrestrial agglomeration thing? Terra steel, here you go. Yeah, we're going to want one of them. And we're going to want to put it on a multi-block like that. And then you put those things on there, and it'll make our Terra steel, which we're going to need to open the portal to Alfheim. So, terrestrial agglomeration plate should be pretty straightforward. You do need each of the tier 1 runes, though. And let's see, how many of those do we have? Most of them. We just need a mana rune. So that's going to be 5 mana steel and a pearl. So not a big deal there. We'll get some of you. We'll get some of you. And our living rock, which, by the way, between episodes, I made a bunch of living rock and living wood. Using an exchanger and rats, totally the way to go. I'm just saying. Very, very nice. So 5 of you, and we're going to want a quick ender pearl. I was going to do all those as ender pearls. There we go. Nice. I've never actually validated this, but I always felt like the mana rune needs more mana than the other 4 runes. And that would make sense, right? Called the mana rune. But, not 100% sure. It always seemed like it to me, because it seems like it takes longer to do the mana thingy. So, that should be you, and that should be done. How cool is that? And, so that's going to be your agglomeration plate. I don't think I need any of you guys no more. But I do want to be prepared for this. So a block of mana steel, and then 3 blocks of lapis, and we're good to go. Sweet. And we're actually going to need 4 more blocks of lapis, right? I believe that to be correct. Because I think it's, yeah, so you're going to have, so what we're going to have here then is, this stuff. Ready to go there, and we're gonna do basically an X of living rock, and then 4 lapis, and the agglomeration plate on top. Easy peasy. Now we should also look into making sparks if we can, because sparks are awesome. Now, generally speaking, your sparks, there's upgrades to them that you can't get until you get into the portal to Alfheim. So you're gonna want to do those, the upgrades after you do the portal Alfheim. These will allow you to spread mana between your pools and some other places a lot faster. But what we're going to start with is we're going to put a spark on the agglomeration plate and a spark on the mana pool. And we could use the mana spreader. I think you can use mana spreaders on agglomeration plates. I've never done it because sparks are just so much better. They'll transfer a lot more quickly. And we need a lot of mana for this. So let's get mana powder, right? Or is it mana diamond? It's mana diamonds, isn't it? Yeah. Let's just get a handful of them, too, while we're at it. Now, how's our pool looking? Not great, not terrible. Let's do this. Drop a mana tablet in there. And I really should get rid of you. And maybe a few rats to help it out. Just because that'll be a lot quicker. There you go, buddies. See how much faster that fills up? Oh yes, so nice. Alright, first Terra Steel of the series. Let's do it up. So we're gonna want 1, 2, 3. Boo. Nice. So you can see the mana transferring from that spark into that one It's fueling the transformation of those 3 items into Terra Steel, and that's what we're going to use to open the portal to Alfheim. I always like the Terra Steel crafting process and the visuals of it. Like, it just looks cool. I like how they, like, the orbs start, you know, blue and then turn green. This is neat. Personally, I just think I like it. That's all. All right, so we've got our first Terra Steel ingot, which means we are now ready to open the portal to Alfheim. So if we check out Botany, I will tell you that what we need is some living wood. We're also going to need some glimmering living wood. And we're also going to need the portal block center thingy. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Generally speaking. Oh, it's funny I can't find it in JI. Well, what we'll do is look up this way. These guys will make the elven gateway core. That's what we need. Yeah. And we're also going to need some Natura pylons while we're at it. So we're going to need 2 of them. Okay. So let's get 2 Natura pylons. So let's make our Terra Steel nugget. And what you'll find is opening the portal to Alfheim needs 9 nuggets exactly. So 1 Terra Steel is usually enough to get the ball rolling here. One, 2. The Elven Gateway Core needs the last 3 nuggets, so there's your 9 nuggets. And then we're going to need 3 glimmering dudes here, and that should be cool. And then we just need some living wood. Nice. Now, where should we do this at? Like, do we want to... I mean, probably want to do it over... You know what we could do is we could do it, like, over in this general area right here. That sounds cool. It's not super important that we have it right near this place, because... You're not going to need a lot of mana in there, but we'll figure it out. The other thing we're going to need, speaking of mana, is a couple mana pools, just 2 of them. That should be good. Okay. Yeah. We could just have it, like, right up against this wall. I like that plan. I like that plan. Right up against the wall here. Alright, so we'll start with the Elven Gateway Core. We'll drop down these dudes. And you. As you can see, I've built my fair share of Alfheim portals in my day. And then following that, what we're going to want to do... where should I put these? That would look cool. You want to put them in front? I guess in front's good. Yeah, why not? With the Natura pylons on top of them. And each of these guys you're going to want to give, let's see, that is tablet to pool. So let's actually turn this off again. Some mana. Cool. Okay. So mana pools with mana in them, the things on top of them, and the Elven Gateway Core all set up. So that should be your portal to Alfheim, and then we should be able to open it with a simple right click on the base there. It'll draw some mana out of the pools, and it'll open up. How cool is that? Loving it. And now that the portal is, I believe, fully opened, we can drop our book in there, the Mythic Botany. And the elves on the other side will return me a book. Thanks, guys. So, long story short, the lore here is that the elves left the Minecraft world, you know, ages ago, and they live in their own dimension. This portal doesn't teleport you to the dimension, but you drop items in it, and they will trade items back. So if you give it an item that they want, they will give you items in return. So it's basically a crafting mechanic, but it's super cool. Cool. Alphomancy. So you get a message from the Elven Guard. If you guys want to read that, you're more than welcome to. So it's basically how to use it. So the resources of Alfheim, you can turn living wood into dream wood, which we're going to do right now because that's a good time. You just drop it into the portal and it'll spit out the stuffs. Easy peasy. And I'm going to take my tablets back now. Cool. How you guys doing? Everybody's good over here. Good job, everybody. Keep being good. And that, you know, is the portal to Alfheim. Very, very cool stuff. We're also going to have access to a few other things. So you can get Elementium, which is a new type of metal. You can get Pixie Dust from Pearls, which we're going to want in a moment. And you can also get Dragonstone. I don't remember there was a lot of use for Dragonstone. There's a few things that it's used for. You can also get Elven Quartz and Elf Glass, which are also neat. Good times. All right. So now that we've got the portal to Alfheim open, there's some more Elven lore here if you want to flip through it, which is cool. Let's see. Portal to Alfheim. That's what we just built. Ritual of Gaia is probably going to be the next thing we're going to want to do. Yeah, and that's a boss fight. So what I'm thinking might be a good plan before we do that, let's upgrade a few things here. So Botany Spreaders, we can now get the Elven Mana Spreader, which is just basically a better version of the spreader. It simply conducts mana better than Living Wood. So pretty simple to make. Not bad at all. Cool. And now eventually we can get the Gaia Mana Spreader, which is even better, but we'll get there. So if we do this, and we can get rid of all these guys now, we're going to want some Elementium ingots. Now the only note here about Elementium is that all recipes except Elementium are 1-for-1 trades. So it's 1, you know, Living Wood to 1 Dream Wood, right? Elementium is 2-to-1, so, you know, drop an even number of items in there because it's a 2-to-1 trade. So when you do that, you can see we got 10 Elementium for the 20 Mana Steel that we dropped in there. So just, you know, keep that in mind. And you know what? I'm going to want that. And we're going to want our spreaders. We're gonna upgrade our mana process today. How are we for petals? Not bad. Not bad. I could probably swap out light gray. So 1, 2. How about 2 mana spreaders that are... Yeah, that sounds cool. So what I'd like to do is swap these guys out. I'm pretty sure if I do that, everything's going to be fine. We just have to do this. We're going to link you to here. Okay. And then we're going to put you here, and you're bound to that guy still. Cool. So you'll know that he's spreading his mana faster. It's not a huge increase, but it is more, you know, definitely faster. What I'll say is that when we upgrade to Gaia, it'll be even better. Cool. Sweet. So I don't know if you can tell from, like, last episode, but we are definitely... TNT is dropping faster now. I don't know if you can tell from even earlier today or you know, the last episode, but you'll note TNT is definitely dropping faster, which is cool. Now, the other thing I want to do is probably get rid of this mana spreader. And I'm going to move this dude. And I'm going to turn this into a nice 3x3 structure, I think, of mana pools. And what I would like to set up is a little bit more of a mana battery kind of thing. And to do that, we're going to need sparks. So what I'm going to do is, first off, make a 3x3 mana pool. Okay. And one of these guys will be the Alchemy Catalyst one. Now that means we're going to need, roughly speaking, wasn't there a spark on top of this guy? Am I crazy? Oh, you know what? I think when I shift-clicked with the Wand of the Forest, it dropped the spark. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. So let's do a handful more sparks. Okay. So now we've got sparks on each pool. And there's several spark augments that we're going to want. Dispersive, Dominant, Recessive, and Isolated. Dispersive will, if you put it on a spark, will automatically fill mana tablets in your player's inventory from the mana in the pool that the spark is on. Dominant will cause a spark to drain mana from all nearby pools and fill up that pool. Recessive will empty the pool that it's connected to and fill up all nearby pools that have sparks on them. And isolated, I think, makes it not be affected by dominant and recessive. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put recessive on this pool so that it fills up all the other pools. But then I'm going to put dominant on this pool so that this one fills up first. Okay? So we're going to want one recessive and one dominant spark. Cool? So one dominant, one recessive. So to make that, we're going to need pixie dust, which we get by dropping mana pearls into the portal. Hooray! All right, so recessive spark, dominant spark. We're going to need a Rune of Fire again, so quickie nether warding, gunpowder, nether brick, and mana dust. And do we still have living wood on us? Maybe not. Okay, cool. Now, we're going to need a little bit of mana here. It's annoying. What I could do is, just as a temporary, and the runic altar, and bind it, and then we should be cool. That'll do. Beautiful. Now, are you out of food? You are out of food. Nice. That's neat. We ran out of food. Awesome. So I think we had steak, we had pork. What else was on our list? Was it chicken? Chicken, steak, pork, and then carrots and baked potatoes. Now it should be cool. Do you have mana in you? Why are you not dropping? That's an interesting question. Probably because he already received a pulse. So here's a question. If I put you on high mode, you're good to do that? Yeah, because we had him on pulse mode. I think high mode is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, so let's get this spark going here. So we already got recessive, so we want a dominant spark now. Okay, so if I put recessive spark on, what this is going to do is it's going to spread mana from this pool to all the pools nearby that have sparks on them. Ready? How cool is that? I'm just going to watch because I made a change to this process. Yeah, it seems to be working. That seems to be working. Alright, I like it. Yeah, so putting it on, instead of pulse mode, we just put it on redstone high mode. And that works, right? Yeah, totally cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... so this guy is going to be my alchemy catalyst crafting mechanic. We're going to want the dirt back. And we're going to want to put the dominant spark on him. Okay. Boop. And what that's going to do is it's going to cause that one to drain mana from all nearby pools to fill itself up. Okay. So that'll be where we craft our stuff from. Okay. Now, in addition to that, I would like... I'm just going to go with the normal spreader for now for the crafting of the runics, but we'll probably turn them into a Gaia spreader once we get access to them. And we'll place our runic altar there, and then boom, now we can do our runic crafting and our alchemy catalyst crafting right on that pool. And what this will do is it'll give us a larger buffer of mana. So now we have way more mana storage capabilities than we had before, which is awesome. So no more do I have to sit here and be like, all right, I have to fill up, you know, more mana tablets, right? Now it's a lot easier to store lots of mana, which I like. Cool. All right. Let's do the Gaia Guardian fight. I think that's probably your best bet. So in order to do that, we're going to need, let's see, let's get another stack of mana pearls. Boop. Ish. Boop. Ish. This is the one flaw inherent in the system. You guys don't turn into something different, right? Okay, cool. Then we can craft them there. Remember, this will craft some things differently because of the alchemy catalyst underneath. So keep an eye on that. So now we will want another 1, 2, 3, which you'll note that this is drawing mana from all the pools now, including the dominant and recessive ones. So it's a lot quicker if all the pools have mana, but they don't at the moment because we're still waiting for that buffer to fill back up, but it's fine. It'll happen. All right, so now for the portal to, or to get the Gaia Guardian fight going on. Really? The Gaia Pylon requires a Alfsteel Pylon? That doesn't make sense. We need 4 of these. Usually they just that. Usually they just did that. Well, who changed that recipe? Alfsteel Pylon. That's not cool. These pylons are required to craft the Gaia Pylon. Okay, well, that's cool. They can also receive mana from spreaders and repair Alfsteel tools and tools enchanted with mending that are thrown on top of it. When repairing Alfsteel tools, you pay less mana than when using a mana tablet in your inventory. Huzzah. So Alfsteel, talk to me about Alfsteel. Alfsteel nuggets. So we're going to need 12 of them. That's awesome. Thanks for that random number. See, Vasky got it right. Right. Because 9, perfect number needed. Alfsteel, we're going to need 4 of these pylons. So that's a bummer. But Alfsteel is made in the Mana Infuser from Mythic Botany, which is another one of these doohickey recipes. And we're going to have to check that out. So let's... Can I control click you? Yeah. The Mana Infuser. The Mana Infuser is an upgraded version of the Terrestrial Agglomeration Plate that is also capable of creating other mana alloys. Like the Terrestrial Agglomeration Plate, this requires a platform below. However, this requires a Dominant Spark upgrade to pull mana from sparks. Haha! Alright. Upgrading the Terrestrial Agglomeration Plate to a Mana Infuser. So, can it still... So here's a question. Can it still make Terra Steel? Oh, it can. Well, that's nice at least. That's nice at least. It can still make Terra Steel. So it looks like it needs blocks of gold instead of lapis. And it can still do the Terra Steel recipe at least. But we need to give it a Dominant Spark. So let's get that Dominant Spark thing ready, because that's new. We're getting into Mythic Botany. I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. We'll want blocks of gold. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, am I like not capable? Wow, we literally have 1 piece of gold left. Ha! Ha! I say. We had some nuggets, but I mean, like, we're gonna have to turn. I haven't even looked at my world eating machine thingy in a while. We should probably consider that. But anyway, we're still working on other things. We'll get to that eventually. So let's see. We were at... So the Terrestrial Agglomeration Plate will... The gold replaces the lapis in this structure, it looks like. Okay. So we're just going to do that. Cool. And the recipe for this needs glimmering doohickey. So what we need is some glimmering dreamwood, which is glowstone with dreamwood. And then we need the spring, summer, Asgard, and autumn. Good times. All right. So let me get to work here. So spring, summer. So Asgard's the only one I don't know. Asgard is a netherite ingot, a rune of air, autumn, and pride. And the rod of the Bifrost. Wow, okay, cool. That's neat. So let's get you. Let's get some of you. That seems cool. So that'll get me the Rod of the Bifrost that I'm going to need there. So I'm going to just craft these runes off camera. You guys, I think, have seen enough rune crafting for now. If anything interesting happens or I get stuck on something, I'll let you know. And just for the record, I did go ahead and upgrade to the Elven spreader here because it's faster. All right, so anyway, now we've got the Rune of Pride, which is officially my first tier 3 rune, I think, right? That's like, yeah, I think so. And when I say tier 3 rune, I'm just making that tier system up. I don't know if it's actually... I don't know if they're officially considered tiers, right? But anyway, so like I look at like the Rune of Pride, now we have to make the Rune of Asgard. So here we go, dropping all the stuff on. Looking pretty good. Rune of Air, nice. And Netherite Ingot, and the Bifrost Rod. Cool. So make a quick Netherite Ingot. No problemo. Good to go. Sweet. Yeah, so like when I say tier 3 rune, right? Like I think of like the fire, water, air ones, earth. They're tier 1 because they don't need any other runes, right? And then your seasonal runes like summer and spring, they use earth and air, all those tier 1 runes. So I call them tier 2 runes, right? And then like your pride and your gluttony and all those ones use the seasonal runes, so that's tier 3. So I guess, you know, this is kind of like a tier 4-ish rune, right? So I guess Mythic Botany just adds another tier of rune. Let's put it that way. Yes, let's say that's what happens. So yay, I have enough to make the mana infuser now. Hooray! Woot! All right, clean up inventory real quick. Mana infuser goes down, and looking good. Cool. I hope I have enough mana for this, but we're going to find out. So we've got the spark that needs to go down, because don't forget, the book said we want to put a dominant spark on there. So that looks cool. Let's see. So we're going to need each of those things from the Alfheim portal, right? Elementium, Dragonstone, and Pixie Dust. So let's do... I've got these two. I just need to make more Elementium, I guess, because I didn't have as much as I thought I did. That's right, because it uses twice as much, right? So we're going to need more Mana Steel. Might as well get that made. Easy peasy. Okay. Looking good. And let's do it. All right, checking out the first time crafting this nifty thing from Mythic Botany. And it's not working. What'd I do wrong? Yeah, those are all the right items. So let me get the book out. Yes. All right, that looks cool. Okay, Alf Steel Ingot. You know what it is? Those rocks are glowing, so maybe they need to be a special kind of living wood. Or living stone, I mean. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, so let me figure out how to make those. Let's break these 4. Get them cleared up. So what do you think that stuff is? Oh, is it this? Shimmer rock? Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, that's glowy, kind of... Okay, I need an elf glass and a rod of the Bifrost. Not a problem. We just made one of those rods. They're pretty easy. So we're going to need some mana glass first, because we don't have any mana glass already. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then we're going to make our shimmer rock. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's try this again. And Bupkis. Come on, buddy. What did I do wrong now? I definitely missed something. You know, I think I'm just going to have to visualize this. Okay. Oh, you know what? There's a living rock underneath the thing. That's what I did wrong. Let's just double check. Just to be extra safe, we'll do the whole visualization thing. But I think I forgot about the living rock underneath the agglomeration plate. So that's just me being a derp. So let's make a 5th one of those. Right? Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Alright, so I need another shimmering doohickey guy. Get that Bifrost rod again. Okay. And then the gold. And then the agglomeration plate thingy, whatever it's called. Mana infuser. And dominant spark. Alright. One more try. This time it's going to work, though. I believe in me. I believe in it. Yes, it's working. Nice. Now, how much mana does this cost? That's my question. Because Terra Steel is about half a pool. So I wonder how much mana this is going to cost. Oh, yeah, we have to take this dominant off, because 2 dominants will not they'll fight each other, right? So if I want to drain from that bottom left pool, I need that dominant removed. Okay, how much mana do we think this will cost? It says like half a thing. Oh, Is that a difference in amount, or is that just a difference in scale? Because normally Terra Steel is like half a pool. So if it... Is it like 2 pools then? I think that's just a scale difference. I would imagine that this does not make Terra Steel cheaper, does it? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But we definitely had more than a full pool. Remember when we started this? Yeah, we definitely did have more than a full pool. And now that pool is empty, and we don't have a completed ingot. Do I have... We're going to need more mana. Let me cannibalize the mana that I have in my inventory, right? Do we have any more... Do we have any more tablets, or did I use them all? I used them all. So let me take this one tablet that's in my inventory here. We'll drain that out. We might want to do the rats thing here. Or we could just be patient. No. Definitely not. Rats, please. Do thing. So that's probably a little more than a pool and a half worth of mana. And we still aren't done? Oof. And we're officially out of mana again. That's a bad time. We are definitely going to need more mana gen here. Now I'm starting to worry. Let's see. And it annoys me that this is needed for the Alfsteel. So, like, I was not prepared for needing this much mana, because normally you don't have to go through this step to get to the Gaia Guardian thing, right? Like, normally your Gaia Guardian is just almost no mana, because you just need to get the thing. So we might want to look into these guys, some other generating flora. Yeah. Failing that, though, what's our other option here? Now I'm worried about those items disappearing because they'll expire. So normally I can pick these up, and the terrestrial agglomeration plate will remember how much mana it had. So I'm hoping that that's the case here. I can pick these up, and the terrestrial agglomeration plate will, or the mana infuser will not reset. I hope. I really hope, because that's a lot of mana. But I also am afraid that, you know... Now let's see if I drop them back on. Visually speaking, it looks like it's starting from scratch. I hope that's not true. Alright, just finished crafting, and I can confirm that it did start from scratch. So, yeah, bad news, guys. Don't pick up the items. Make sure you have enough mana before you start crafting this. But, that said... I feel like now is a good wrapping up point for the episode. So we've got mana starting to come back and fill up our pools, which is nice. We will, I think next episode what I think I'll do is start working on more mana production, because we're going to need more mana. We need another one of those ingots. We'll get a bunch more mana going on here, fill up all the pools, then do the Gaia Guardian fight, then start checking out some of the cool stuff you can get from Mythic Botany. Does that sound cool? I hope so, because that's what we're doing. All right, for now, Dial20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.